Hey guys, I'm back in Alaska and I'm gonna make a blabbering video today. I just got back from Sacramento and the first thing I noticed is 60 degrees is freezing compared to like 95, and then when I went down to the hot springs in Ojai it was 113 degrees, which actually it was kind of cool because you get in the hot water and you feel really hot, and then you get out in the air and it's like, oh, it's not so bad. So it was cool. I picked up my brother in Ventura. We went to the hot springs. You're gonna see a little bit of them interspersed in this video like I do. You're gonna see a lot of my road trip driving. What I didn't do is film anything at the tournament or anyone in poker or anything to do with poker. And basically this is an apology video for why I didn't live stream the event. Here's why. I got there on Saturday night. I went straight from Sacramento Airport to Stone's Gambling Hall Casino to get my seat for Sunday. Now I was aware that I was going to probably be getting an alternate seat because people were there ahead of time to buy tickets. But what I found out was pretty much everyone who busted out on Saturday bought a seat for Sunday, because also there were a lot of alternates on Saturday. And by the time I got there to buy my ticket for the second tier, I was the 70th alternate. So with a stack of 5,000 starting chips, I'm also realizing I've never really done a video about poker. As much of a big part of my life as it is, here I am doing my first video talking about poker. I know I've mentioned it in passing, but it's pretty much the biggest part of my life at this point. I make these videos to inspire people, but basically what I do for a living is play poker. So here's a little bit about my weekend, flying down to Sacramento to play a tournament with some big names. That's really why I went. I got in at the 4th level, which means people had over an hour lead on me to stack up their chips. I was going to be all in on any hand I was choosing. So I picked up pocket tens. I was all in, not by choice. It was already all in by the time it got to me, so I called. Surprisingly, they held up, so then I had a little bit to play with. I could pick my next hand. I could wait and pay a few blinds and pick my next hand. The next hand that I saw, the next playable hand, was pocket tens, and I had a good shot there. I was up against pocket nines and ace 10, of course, meaning I only have 1 10 left in the deck to get a set, but the guy caught an ace on the river, so I was out just like that. I played 2 hands. I wasn't even sitting down for an hour. However, I met some really cool people. Poker Stars, I met a guy from the Poker Stars blog. It happened to be that I was sitting there waiting for my seat, which I was waiting for a while to get in 70th alternate. That means 70 people had to bust out of the tournament before I would get in. And some of us were sitting around talking. Someone asked me if I was local, and I said no, I flew down from Alaska, and they were like, oh my god, Alaska. Well, the Poker Stars blog guy happened to be standing there, and he was like, oh, you're from Alaska? I heard about someone flying down from Alaska. And so they wanted to do a little story on me. I found out later the reason this started to take off was because I met this really cool guy. The first night after I bought my ticket, I sat down at a 510 table just because, like, I was already there. What am I going to do? Go back and sit in my hotel room and sleep? Boring! So I played poker all night. I met Jamon. Jamon actually has a cool poker blog. I'll put a link down below in the description section. I'm also going to put a link to the Poker Stars blog story that they wrote about me. So I feel positive about the whole thing, even though I didn't really get a chance to play or do much in the tournament. I got to meet cool people. I got to make connections. I finally got to meet my poker idol, Daniel Negreanu. He was very sweet and kind in person, just like you see in all the videos. and articles that are written about him. So that was cool. You hate it when you meet a celebrity and they turn out to be a dick. So it was nice that that didn't happen. And then I just had basically 4 days of enjoying California, not sleeping very much. By the time I was driving back from Ojai to Sacramento to catch my plane home, I was literally screaming at myself to stay awake. Come on, brain! Fucking God, stay up! Stay awake! My eyes were like, ugh. And I was stopping at every rest stop, like walking around, taking deep breaths. I finally took an hour to like meditate and nap at one of the rest stops because I was like trying to get back to Sacramento to play a little bit more poker before I left, but instead I ended up using that time to sleep because I went to a casino that I just assumed would have a poker room and they didn't, and that blew all the extra time that I had at the end, so I had to go ahead and go to the airport. It was a whirlwind trip. I'm exhausted. I'm recovering. Actually, like slept almost a full 24 hours. My body was just like, hey, we're done. We're checking out. So what's next? In poker, they're doing basically the same tournament all around the states, and I think in some other countries, I assume, where they were talking, or there was, I believe I saw an article about someone winning it somewhere else than America. America! We're not the greatest place on earth, we're really not. But it's the best I have so far, so that's where I am right now. Hopefully I'll be an expat someday, we'll see. Retire on a little island, build a little fruit farm, and just invite people to come and heal from the atrocities of living in cities. Yeah, I am just outside of my city in Kincaid Park. I'm here harvesting wild medicine. This is where I harvested all my nettles at the beginning of the summer when they were fresh baby nettles. And now it's berry season and rose hip season. Rose hips are amazing. They have tons and tons of minerals and vitamins, but also 3 rose hips have as much vitamin C as an orange. And it's the good kind of vitamin C. You want to not be taking any kind of vitamin C that is just ascorbic acid, which is not good for you. Actually, what you need is the whole C molecule, and that's what rose hips give you. When you take ascorbic acid, it replaces the whole C molecule and really messes up your system. I was going to use the F word, but why do I curse so much? I don't really care. It doesn't matter. I don't care if people like me. I don't care if you think I should speak differently. I don't care if you think I should be differently. I am who I am, and that's who I'm always going to be. Love it or leave it. Take what you need and leave the rest, right? I'm just here to help inspire people to live better, healthier, more exciting lives. Why not? You're only here for a short time. Why do you go to a job that you hate? Why do you eat garbage and fill your body with toxic shit that makes your brain slow down? Speed that brain up. You'll have better ideas. You'll have better plans. I have a good plan. I've been putting this in the works for a while now. And it's staying in the works because I'm doing some groundwork right now. Like I said, I'm trying to get my name out there more in poker. What that takes is like actually attending poker events. So they're doing this basically the same. Do you see how many tangents I did? And I came all the way back around. They're doing basically the same tournament in Reno. Well, they're doing it all over, but the next one I can attend is in Reno in October. Run It Up is heavily involved, a sponsor. I'm not sure how that works, but they are calling it Run It Up Reno because Run It Up is doing like a week-long set of events, different tournaments. There's even a pairs tournament. I'm looking for a partner. I'm looking for a good partner. And they're doing the $86 Moneymaker Platinum Pass tournament again. That's what I just went to. By the way, I never really finished my thought on the whole why I said I was going to live stream, but I didn't because I was only there at the table for like 20 minutes. I probably should have live streamed while I was sitting there waiting because it was a cool room to be in. I just was kind of like out of sorts. I hadn't slept literally in like 2 days because I played poker all night, got on the plane, slept on the plane, got there, played poker all night, went to my room, took a shower, and came back to the tournament. And just, I wasn't really thinking clearly. I wanted to make sure that I got my photo op with Negreanu, and I wanted to make sure that I got my ticket, and I wanted to make sure that I at least sat down in the tournament. And then next thing you know, Poker Stars blog guy is taking pictures of me and doing interviews and stuff. And so I was like, shit, this is exactly why I came here, was just to, you know, put your name out there, put your face out there, get in the mix, get in the groove. And that's what I'm going to be focusing on more. I've spent the last 12 years basically invested in strictly Texas Hold'em poker. And I've spent the last 5 years, 5 or 6, maybe close to 7 years making a living playing poker. And I do that by having people over. There's no casinos here. There's home games that I can go to. I don't really like many of them. I don't like a lot of the way things are run at certain houses and such, but I really like the crowd that I've attracted. I have really cool people who show up to play at my game, and it just has sort of taken over my life. So in reviewing this, I've decided it's time for me to put more attention into poker. I'm just trying to expand the directions in which I can inspire people. A lot of people who are watching this right now probably don't know that I used to have a YouTube channel that had thousands of followers, and I had a few too many kind of nutcases glom onto me. I had people start making videos about me and taking what I was saying out of context. Dragonfly. And I had just so many like trolls, and started to make me sick. This idea that I had only started this to assist humanity in evolving and to inspire people, and I was attracting so much negativity, I just quit for a while. I took a break, and when I came back, I started a new channel, and basically I'm starting over. And I took a break from music, raising my kids. I took a break from doing energy healing and making raw vegan food for people because all of my time and attention is focused on poker. So I was like, I just have to come to this conclusion that if all of my time is being consumed by poker, then that's probably the direction I should focus in. In the grand scheme of things, I work for the universe. I am here on Earth to inspire people, to help people grow and evolve, and that's it. So I work for God, and I show up every day, and I just do what the next logical thing is to do. So here I am, making a video, sharing with you my week and some of the things that I saw while I had my camera handy. I, in retrospect, really wish I had taken the time to get some footage of the tournament, but I guess I was just too caught up in being there. So I'm sorry I don't have any footage of that to share with you. I promise when I go to Reno in October, I will be more diligent about collecting video. And also I'm trying to book a show in Reno, so we'll see if that works out. And then maybe you can come see me play in Reno. Poker and songs. Wouldn't that be cool? Alright, you guys have a most beautiful day. It is fantastic here in Alaska. 60 degrees is actually nice now that I'm back acclimated. It was hard at first. I was like, shit, it's cold out here. But it's actually really nice. It's a beautiful day. I hope it's a beautiful day where you are. Enjoy it. So, you might remember I was collecting nettles at the beginning of the season, and here's why. because now that they've gone to seed and they're almost as tall as me, they're just not as awesome. Well, focus. The wind blew it out of focus. Oh, awesome. The wind is amazing. Very powerful force of nature there. It can mess up my whole shot. There you are. The nettle's gone to seed. And now it's time to collect rose hips and berries. So that's what we're gonna do. Boom. Let's go. Just stumbled on a little dragonfly mecca here. And of course they all disappear as soon as I turn the camera on. A minute ago, everywhere I stopped, a dragonfly was flying up. And then they were all doing aerials, colliding into one another. And then they all found a place to land. There's a couple. There was like 5 of them flying together. I can't pull my camera out fast enough. Whoa! just almost stepped on one. It flew right by my face. Why don't they just don't cooperate. There they are. Ha! They only do what they want to do. They land on you if they feel like it. Oh, there they are. There's so many in this little pass here. Everywhere I walk, they're flying up. Walking backwards up a hill. I hear them when they come up. They flutter in the grass. Okay, I guess they're gone. There's the hill I just walked up. We're going to hunt berries. Shh, be very, very quiet. We have the biggest everything, including dragonflies. Alaska has the biggest dragonflies I've ever seen. Yes sir, yes sir. He's eating bugs. Because that's what dragonflies eat. Nature's most voracious predator. Raspberries! Wild raspberries in their natural environment. About to get eaten. Sorry, raspberries. More raspberries! More raspberries for me! Oh, yes! Thank you! Thank you! Rose hips. Mission complete. These are dogwood berries. Not very tasty, but totally edible. They just kind of taste like not much. But if you're ever in a survival situation, you can eat tons and tons of these. No bad effects. Nice little field of yarrow here. Yarrow is a very cool thing. Look it up. And then chamomile. Chamomile you just grow everywhere, don't you? Very relaxing. I'm sure you've heard of chamomile. Chamomile for miles. Where is it? Watermelon berries. Taste like watermelon. Go figure. Who wants a watermelon berry? Oh, we got some high bush cranberries here. They are bitter even when ripe, and these are not ripe, so I'm not even gonna mess with them. Here we are, the crowning jewel of wild berries, the wild blueberry. Possibly the most healing berry on the planet. Gotta go get you some. Get some. Go get some wild blueberries. Oh wait, I thought you were my hedgehogs for a second. Sorry. Ciao. Some blueberries. Got you.
Well, we're not gonna bike when we come back. Ash is gonna go there. We're gonna go. Okay, we'll see you soon. Okay, see you soon. Let's go find her.
I am back home. I'm about to eat this awesome salad. Back where I have all my awesome food tools and where I know to get the freshest ingredients instead of eating shitty cooked food at restaurants like I do when I travel. I'm going to try not to do that next time. But I brought home these awesome cherry tomatoes from California. That's one thing they got on us, is those little baby cherry tomatoes. So hopefully I'll see you, where? Reno? Yeah, hopefully I'll see you there. If I see you there, say hi, okay?